Alrighty, welcome in everyone. So today we're going to be going over the rules for some long letters and some short letters. So believe it or not, even though these letters look the same on a piece of paper, the same distance, the same size, some of them are long and some of them are short. So today we're going to be going over those differences and how they impact sentences. Can anyone tell me what a vowel might be in a word? So this can be a vowel in any language. All languages have vowels. So these vowels are 5 different letters, sometimes 6 different letters. Can anyone tell me what an example of this might be? Good, so we have A, E, I, O, U. So that's just a similar rule. There's often songs about these different vowels. So we'll write these down. We have our A, E, I, O, U. And can someone tell me the one that is sometimes the 6th vowel? Y. So we have A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. So the differences between these letters are going to be in our words. So we have our long vowels, right? These long vowels are going to look exactly and sound exactly like how the word looks. So the same way that they look is the same way how they're going to sound. So for example, we have A. So A, when you see an A, that's how you automatically say it, right? A. So a word that starts with that is going to be, for an example, acorn. So we have acorn. E. Can anyone tell me an example of a word that starts with E? Eagle, right? It sounds just like how it looks. So we have eagle. Anyone tell me a word for I? Ice. Yeah, perfect. Ice. O, we have, can anyone tell me an example of an O? Ocean, exactly. Yep, that's a perfect example. U, unique. Yep, exactly. And we're not going to worry about Y today. Y was just our 6th one. We're going to leave that on the wayside, and we're just going to really focus on these first 5 vowels. So working with these, when we have a long vowel and we want to identify that in a word, we are going to place a long line over that. So can everyone draw a long line with their finger? Yep, long. So for these words, these are all long vowels, so we're going to place that long line over that vowel. Good, now working into short vowels. So this next one, it's going to be a little bit trickier, but the only other rule with this one is that it doesn't sound exactly how it looks. So we are going to have these words that start with these other vowels, but they are just going to be words and they're going to sound a little bit different than how they exactly look. So we have A. So for instance, saying with that sharp A, we're going to transition and go to a ah sound, like an AH. So that is how I sing, like oh, ah. So can anyone tell me a word that would start and sound like ah? App. Yep, app. So we have like a phone app. So that's going to sound a little bit different than that acorn, right? It's going to be a little bit shorter. Good, exactly. So going into E. Can anyone tell me a word that may start with the sound eh, like EH, like eh. Instead of an E, a sharp E, it'll be more of an eh sound. Good, elephant. So going into another animal, we have our elephant. And how about an I? Good, another animal, we'll do iguana. And how about our O this time? Can anyone tell me a word that starts with O? Good, we're loving our animals, we'll do octopus. This one again is going to sound more like that ah, right? That AH, that OH, that ah sound instead of that O sound. And can anyone tell me a word that starts with a U? So instead of sounding just like a U, it's going to again sound like that sound. It's more of like a sound effect rather than saying the actual letter itself. Good, umbrella. So we have our last word here, umbrella. So we have our long vowels, that's going to be signified with our long line. And with our short vowels, we're going to draw a short smile over that. So can anyone draw a short smile with their finger just up in the air? just a short little smile. That's all we need over that first vowel. So identifying these here, we have our short smile, and that's going to show that we have a short vowel. Great, good job. So continuing on here, we are going to go ahead and draw these short smiles over our vowels, and then we are all going to work on creating sentences using these vowels. So for our rule for our vowels, we're going to go ahead and identify the rule of how to exactly see if a word is going to be a short or a long vowel. So going on to our long vowels, you can see here that a lot of times if we have a long vowel, it's either going to have these two vowels next to each other in the word, or it's going to end with an E. And there's sometimes going to be exceptions to this rule, but that's typically what we're going to stick with. So if we have a long vowel, you're often going to find an E at the end of it, or like I said before, to identify that, if you say the letter, it's going to sound exactly like that. So we have A, corn, eagle, ice cream, we can add that in there, ocean, and unique. So these letters are sounding exactly how they look, exactly how they sound. Those two are going to match up. And then we have our other rule down here on the bottom with our shorter vowels, and that is not going to sound exactly like how the letter looks. So we have our our o. These different sound effects are going to create our short vowels. So working with these, we're going to move into some practice, working with our sentences and building upon those with both our short and our long vowels.